she just talked about. And I've dated women with children before.
Facts. Dating women with children. That's what we talking about today on Candid.
Yeah.
Run away or stay. Nah. It's your host, Winta Harris, co-host,
Shawn White.
and today we got our beautiful guest,
Akeenya Germany.
Okay, Miss Germany.
Because I'm just like, I just know from probably the generation before us, most of them would wait until they've had their families and been married and have certain life experiences, and then they have children. And then once they're grown up, it's easy for them to date then, because there is no relating to a struggle. Because your children are grown, their children are grown, y'all can be one happy family now.
It would be looking from before I had my child and after. Yeah, it is a lot easier to date, without a child. But then when you have a child, I really don't see why you can't, because that goes back to that person that's understandable. Like even in your situation where she said it would, because you wouldn't understand, like how long were y'all dating or whatnot, or did you even try? Because you have some people that's willing to try and to be there. It's just whether or not if that single mother is being receptive enough to let you be that person.
More times than none, they don't. But see, that has something to do with something before me, and that's why I said it'd be impossible for me to date anyways. It's rare, and I'm not saying that it don't exist. Shout out to all the viewers, you know what I mean? But for the woman, to have a at least cordial relationship with the child's father. I'm saying any woman that I've met with at least one child, it's never been just completely, yeah, we co-parent, he's a great father, daughter. I've never heard of that. Like I said, I'm not saying it don't exist, but I'm just saying more times than not, from women that I've met, they throwing shade and I feel like because they can't even heal from that one failed relationship that didn't go the right way, or they can't co-parent, they can't move on with me. That's how I truly feel.
I feel like that's just relationship damage instead of just
True, but it's a whole different animal, because maybe at some point that one failed relationship could heal, but certain ones with children, that relationship can't heal, because that child's still going to be around.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
when you think about it, that's the reason why I'm saying that's a relationship problem, because that kid, it reminds them of that person. So it is still related to
right, but I'm saying it'll still be more difficult because that relationship still has a strain. Like if a single mom is
because
taking care of
that
the
mom
children,
is not over that partner that made it
sure.
with them. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
but I'm
that's
saying
not,
it would be easier if they didn't have necessarily a child.
Well,
does it make sense?
Think about it like this. Now, if they didn't have this child and it's still stuck on that person, you're still gonna have the same issues. Because I've had that multiple times with women without children. They try to treat me like the last dude. I'm like, whoa,
yeah,
I ain't that nigga.
Yeah,
You got me fucked up. I'm saying, like.
Yeah.
So that's what it sounds like. It's just like if you remove the child, it's still the same damage still there.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
like
with you
she's
on
still
that.
gonna treat you like that other dude until she heals from the other dude.
Sure.
It's not even about the child. The child is actually probably gonna make it last longer. Like that pain is because every time I look at like this, I know a few people like every time I look at him, remind me of that nigga.
Right.
So it's just like that's a whole different scenario. But I personally, from listening to that, I can't say that's just the child. You know what I'm saying? It's probably she need to heal a little bit more beyond that.
No, but she can heal. I don't know if I'm breaking my point completely down. Why you still missing on this?
I don't feel like I'm missing you. You get something different?
No, it sounds like you're saying they're equal or whatnot. But I'm saying they're not.
What's equal exactly?
I'm talking about if a woman didn't have a child with the man that she's not seeing anymore. Yeah, it's going to take time for it to heal. Mm-hmm. That's a whole different emotional ball game that she'll have to deal with it in due time. But when you still have a child that you have to take care of for at least the next 18 years, I'm saying that makes it more difficult because it's the constant struggle of having to deal with a whole different responsibility that wasn't there before that relationship, which is why I said it'd be probably easier to heal if she didn't have a child than it would if she did with a child. That's what I'm saying. Now, if you're saying you disagree with that, then
we
so
literally
be
just said the same thing in a way.
Until she heals from the other dude. It's not even about the child. The child is actually probably going to make it last longer.
That last part, that's what I just said. I literally just said that.
Okay.
But the first part, what I'm saying, like as far as dating the person itself, what I'm saying doesn't relate is the way she's going to react to you or respond to you based off of that last person.
Right.
That's based off of her connection with that last person.
Sure.
Until she heals from that, it doesn't matter if a kid is there or not.
No.
She's still connected.
No, I agree with that.
It's just like habits. If I have relationship habits, let's say if I'm in a relationship with her and I'm used to somebody cooking for me, all of a sudden a new person don't cook, I'm flipping at yo ain't shit. Cause I'm used to something.
True.
It's a habit. True. So now we switch the scenario. Now she's used to that person that was providing or maybe with that child. Mm-hmm. Only that person is allowed to treat that child that way. If you trying to step in what you were saying, if they won't allow it because it's still that connection with the other person and they haven't set that free yet.
I agree.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. But we may not have connected with the words, but it's literally the same shit. It's based on scenario.
So my answer is still no.
You don't
You
think?
can't date someone with child. At least for me, that's a whole deal breaker. And that takes a good demographic out or whatnot. But yeah, I couldn't do it, and I won't do it.
Do you think it's possible dating with child? Cause you with child. How do you feel?
I mean,
He's saying no. You saying?
I feel like it can be. It's just whether or not you meet that right person. Because you have some men out there that's like, oh, you got kids? Okay, because for the longest, like I shut myself.
Oh, you got kids? How many you got?
I have one. I don't
Oh, all right. You got
I'm like,
No, I only have one.
Okay.
I only have one. But whether you have a kid or not, because for the longest in my head, I was like, I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life. I have a child by myself. Ain't nobody gonna want me with no child, with no stretch marks, with no baby tummy. Nobody's gonna want that. No, and then I had to get to myself and be like, bump that. I'm beautiful with these stretch marks, with the baby stomach. What? Pay me.
all
And
right.
it's like,
Okay.
like, and my son is a blessing. So if don't nobody want to be in our life because of I have a child, well then baby, you wasn't meant for me no way. Because I want more kids. And if one is a problem, because I can make it work. I was brought up differently than I can't speak for other women. I can just speak for me. I was brought up how to maintain a household, your kids, the bills, all of that. I was brought up that way. So I can give my son the attention that he needs and make sure my husband's on point. That's never been a problem. That, I can honestly say, never been a problem. It's just finding that person that's actually willing to, okay, she has a child. Let me see how I can help or be a plus in what she's already have established or what he already has established. Women was supposed to be built to be the man's helpmate. So, but then, vice versa. I mean, like, together. We can make this work together if you're willing to. That's just how I feel about it. If you're willing, you can make anything work.
So everyone you've met thus far was not willing, is what you're telling me.
No. My last person that I was talking to was fine. Matter of fact, he had a child. Well, he has a child himself. Was fine, but then after a while, it came to the point where being in a serious relationship is something that he didn't want anymore. Why? I kept getting a whole bunch of bogus, stupid answers that is not even worth repeating.
Polygamy.
Or whatever.
But see, that's what I want to focus in on that, because I'm like, okay, did it have anything to do with you having a child, or was it just you?
It could have been just me. Cause to this day, he loves my son. That's why I said, it could have just been.
The attitude, I knew it was bad when I know that.
It could have, well, I don't know, because he still blew up my phone talking about, can you come back? So I don't know. So
No,
I
that's
don't know.
about. Well, hey, it's been a minute.
Wait, Quita.
Hey, you said you got it going on.
So, I mean, it could have just been me, but what you see, then what are we doing?
Yeah.
Is basically what I was saying. I wasn't trying to be cocky because I don't know about anyone.
But
You into polygamy?
well, I'll take that as a no.
Candid talk. Polygamy.
Get out. Get out. Get out.
It is impossible. It's too much drama. It's a headache. Don't ask me to do something that the individual that you shared a child with did not.